who is staying with us. Let's go to our correspondent, Jessica Limazure, who's in Florida, Palm Beach, where Donald Trump, I understand, has landed and is installed at Mar-a-Lago. Jessica, what's the latest where you are?
Well, I'm standing in front of Mar-a-Lago, where Donald Trump, who is now no longer president, is ensconced. We were with some of his most fervent fans a little earlier on. They had lined the roads on the way from Palm Beach Airport to Mar-a-Lago to wish him welcome to Florida. It was quite a muted affair, and there were a lot of tears, a lot of Trump fans crying, but saying that they do not believe that this is the end for Donald Trump. They believe that he will try to form a third party and gather all of his strongest supporters to keep on backing him politically. They want him to run again. Some of the people I spoke to don't even believe that he's no longer president of the United States, but he's now in there inside his private members club, Mar-a-Lago, and his supporters told me that they expect him to take it easy for a few days and take stock of the last 4 years before making his comeback plans. Rumour has it he took with him a golf simulator the size of an entire room, so perhaps he's practicing his shots there. But yeah, he's there right behind me.
Indeed, a golf simulator. It's quite a surreal sight, isn't it, to imagine. Those supporters you were speaking to, Jessica, I mean, clearly they are the ones who are convinced that this election was stolen from Trump.
That's quite right. They were talking still about stop the steal. They feel quite bitter about it. They feel really hard done by. They do not believe that the democratic process worked. And many of them, as I said, they still believe that he's their president. They're quite upset about recent events in this country. I asked some of them, one firefighter in particular who'd been present at the US Capitol, the protests that day. He told me that he hadn't been involved in the violence and that he condemned the violence, but that he defended Trump supporters, saying, they didn't go out there to try and cause trouble. So really, some of his strongest fans there earlier, and locals largely from Palm Beach. I spoke to one 80-year-old woman who told me that she no longer feels safe in America now that Trump is not president. She says she's going to be sleeping every night now with her cane by her bedside and her doors locked.
It's a real insight into how these people think. Clearly, they've got genuine concerns in their own mind, and clearly, in many ways, they've been manipulated by what they've been told. Jessica, in terms of what happens next, any indication what Donald Trump might be doing over the next few days, few weeks?
Well, it's thought that he might take it easy over the next few days. Actually, funnily enough, there were some signs along the road saying, come to Mar-a-Lago at 1 o'clock for tea. But I think those must have been a joke, as it doesn't seem as though the doors of Mar-a-Lago were open to the public this afternoon. We can expect him to lay low for a little while and then to try to rally support from right-wing supporters here. There are a lot of billionaires around here who support him, and also right-wing media characters. The cable news network Newsmax is just nearby in Boca Raton, I think it's called, and he has tried to call on his supporters to start watching that news network because he was quite upset with the way that Fox News covered the election and has been very critical of it. So we can see him trying to curry favour here and trying to find some adoration in those living around him, although it's not clear that everyone here is going to make him feel welcome, because Palm Beach County in particular voted blue, and so a lot of people tell me that really they don't want him here. He hasn't actually said that he's going to make this his permanent residence, and if he does try to live permanently in Mar-a-Lago, he's going to have a problem, because he signed an agreement in '93 that it would be a business, and he's not technically allowed to stay there more than 7 days in a row or more than 21 days in the year. But he hasn't yet broken the rules regarding that, and as one supporter told me, well, he could just easily buy a property nearby and live there instead, or do some sort of deal to change the rules. One Trump critic told me, well, in any case, he's Teflon man. He'll wiggle his way out of any agreement that he's made in the past.
Jessica, you've reported for us in the wind, the rain and the cold. It's nice to see you reporting on the beach. Thank you very much indeed. Jessica Limazure there at Palm Beach, Florida, in the